Welcome back to USA Car Reviews, the channel where we dive deep into unique and fascinating vehicles from all corners of automotive history. Today we've got something truly special, something you don't see every day, and definitely a car that turns heads wherever it goes. We're talking about the 1973 Volkswagen Beetle pickup, a quirky and rare twist on one of the most recognizable cars in the world. When you hear Volkswagen Beetle, you immediately picture that iconic rounded little car that became a cultural symbol of the 60s and 70s. But a Beetle transformed into a pickup? That's something you may not have known existed, and it's exactly what we're going to break down today. The standard Volkswagen Beetle was never designed to be a workhorse. It was built for efficiency, affordability, and reliability, with its rear-mounted air-cooled engine and compact body. But car enthusiasts and small coach builders saw an opportunity to make something even more unique. During the 1970s, a few custom shops and independent builders experimented with turning Beetles into pickups, and the 1973 Beetle pickup is one of those fascinating conversions. What makes it stand out is how it keeps the soul of the Beetle intact while adding functionality that you wouldn't expect from such a small car. At first glance, you'll notice that the front half looks like your classic Beetle. The rounded fenders, the bug-eyed headlights, and that unmistakable Volkswagen smile are all still there. But as your eyes move toward the back, everything changes. Instead of a sloping rear with an engine lid, you get a flatbed pickup-style rear end. Builders would usually relocate access to the engine or design the bed to lift or open so you could still get to the motor. The result was a tiny pickup truck that looked almost cartoonish but at the same time practical in its own way. Under the hood, or rather, behind the rear axle, you'd still find Volkswagen's classic air-cooled flat-4 engine. The 1973 model typically came with a 1.6-liter engine producing around 60 horsepower. By today's standards, that's modest, but for a lightweight vehicle like the Beetle pickup, it was enough to get the job done. The pickup version wasn't built for hauling massive loads, of course, but it could carry small cargo, tools, or supplies. Think of it as the perfect runabout for someone who wanted the charm of a Beetle but needed a touch more utility. Inside, the cabin was unchanged from a standard Beetle. You'd get the simple dashboard, the classic thin-rimmed steering wheel, and the minimalist layout that made these cars so endearing. Part of the Beetle's charm has always been its simplicity, and the pickup conversion didn't take that away. Driving one of these today feels like driving any other Beetle of the era, except people on the street will do a double take when they see that bed out back. Collectors and enthusiasts love these Beetle pickups not only because they're rare, but also because they represent creativity and the spirit of customization that was so strong in the 1970s. Each one is a little different, depending on who built it and how. Some have beautifully finished wood-lined beds, others stick with a more utilitarian metal design. Some are painted in bright colors that match the playful nature of the car, while others go for a more serious truck-like look. The 1973 Volkswagen Beetle pickup is a reminder that cars don't always have to follow the rules. Sometimes the most memorable vehicles are the ones that blend two worlds together, even if the result is a bit unusual. Whether you see it as a novelty, a collector's gem, or just a fun little workhorse, there's no denying its charm. And that's what makes it so fascinating to talk about today. If you ever get the chance to see one in person, take a moment to appreciate the creativity and craftsmanship that went into building it. It's not just a Beetle and it's not just a pickup. It's a conversation piece, a rolling piece of history, and something that shows how versatile the Volkswagen Beetle platform truly was. Thanks for watching USA Car Reviews. If you enjoyed learning about the 1973 Volkswagen Beetle pickup, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who love classic cars. We've got plenty more unique and rare vehicles to cover, so stick around for the next review. Until then, keep driving, keep exploring, and keep appreciating the history of cars that dared to be different.